paid a great cost, invested a lot of manpower, material resources, and finances, yet didn't receive corresponding returns. Anyone would be bewildered. Todd's team must find a new cut for a turnaround. To reverse the downturn, one cut is no longer using Bulldozer 11. Andy has been assigned to a new location to prospect for soil material. They urgently need a gold-rich area. But Andy just opened a cut for the new cut, only to find mud underneath. The frozen soil layer underneath is rapidly melting. If they persist in cultivation, the bulldozer is likely to get stuck in the mud. Unable to move, he needs an excavator to dig a ditch to drain the water. But Todd has no other manpower to send. He can only arrange his nephew Sterling to operate the excavator to help. Sterling has been driving trucks for Todd without any experience in operating excavators. This is his first time operating an excavator. He originally came here to dig a drainage ditch for Andy, but ended up getting stuck in the mud himself. Stuck in place and unable to move, he needs Andy to come and help him. Fortunately, Andy is an experienced excavator operator with 20 years of experience, and easily rescues the excavator. An hour later, Sterling finally digs the drainage ditch for Andy, and he can now continue removing the overburden here. After 2 days of work, Andy finally sees the soil under the overburden. He hastily calls Dave. Todd brings the gold pan over for a test. Dave randomly selects a spot for panning. The result is astonishing. There are abundant gold particles in the gold pan. This new cut No. 2 has such a high gold content. Todd and Dave are amazed, and they finally turn the situation around this week, reaching a total gold yield of 7.2 kilograms. Andy's discovery of the new cut No. 2 with such a rich amount, it amazes Todd and Dave. Todd is very hopeful about the results of the bulk screening of cut No. 2, whether it can match the gold content tested by Dave manually. This cut No. 2 may be the key to turning the situation around, because this year only has about 5 weeks left. If the 6.2 kilogram gold target for this week cannot be achieved, Todd may really lose to Parker this year. When these days of screening are completed, the gold washing machine, Red Monster, finally stops. At this time, the team members run to the water gate to observe. They urgently want to see the color of the water gate as soon as possible. Hope cut No. 2 can bring them different results. In the green trough of the water gate, it's filled with gold. The team members are also amazed at the amount of gold in the green trough. They haven't seen it for a long time. The green trough is filled with gold. Gold is squeezed together. However, the final harvest is how much still needs to be checked by Old Jack. To know how much, Old Jack, holding a gold-filled gold pan, walks into the restaurant where the three are gathered. In the anxious wait of everyone, he announces the results of this week's efforts. First is a short segment. Here is 1.9 kilograms of gold, the result of the first half of this week, from the oversized cut No. 1. But here at cut No. 2, just in these few days, surprisingly, it produced 5.3 kilograms of gold. Their total gold yield this week actually reached 7.2 kilograms. Andy's solo search for cut No. 2 yielded such a generous amount. This surprises both Todd and Dave. And finally, they turned the situation around this week, reaching a total of 65 kilograms of gold. There is less than 20 kilograms of difference from the annual goal. But how much can this small cut No to support them remains to be seen.